the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Darnold from the gun. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for only a couple. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Darnold. He's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. 7 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Make the stop there. Maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey.
Bro, why are you hunting the same block?
Touchdown,
What the hell, man?
Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now Jones going right back to Galladay. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep
touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
So the better spot to be a hell of a game. I like the way you play your game, man. Fuck.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Yeah.
So with the
He was right, though.
in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up a touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Darnold on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown,
man. Bradbury
Carolina.
sucks.
DJ Moore, 68 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On first down, Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side. It deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw again, Jones. That's complete to Tony. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll run on first down.
Oh, come on.
The running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's it, baby.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Outright, here's Erickson. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Man, got to stop doing
He
this
was
shit
out
with these
there waving his
animations.
arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
This will be a 5-yard
Daniel Jones'
pickup
throw
as they
power
work
is
from
so
the 20 to
suspect.
the
I gotta just
15.
remember that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Fights him off, and he will take it across for a Panthers
Cam Newton
touchdown.
breaking Leonard Williams. All right.
Cam Newton doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Panthers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big on the road.
Hey, yeah, we beat the dumbasses and still buy it. We still buy that bitch. Buy it early at that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fucking Daniel Jones.
Pettis now on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Why the fuck
and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make a...
Oh,
my God.
Has thrown his 3rd interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Oh, what the fuck?
Intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone,
This
but
motherfucker
could
dropped the
not hang
ball.
on. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now it's the backup Newton. He's got it. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he dives his way forward to right around the line of scrimmage, so nothing there that time. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Pettis now on the return. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Pettis now on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Jones.
Bro, what the fuck, man? Yo, what the hell is going on?
They're saying we're not playing
this shit is killing me, man.
And we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long
this shit is killing me.
That they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that'll be caught by Tony. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Darnold. And the slant complete to his running back, McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming.
3rd and 2. Darnold. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Gonzalez's kick is good, and their lead will swell up to 28. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Pettis now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working.
Like, I don't know.
But every now and then, partner,
I don't know what else to do, bro.
Who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite.
He's not, bro. He's not. He got right Felipe Franks. He's just an X factor.
They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big
I got 2 first-round picks, so if don't nobody go. And I do know who I could pick in the draft, and that has a good arm. I just didn't want to go draft route. I'd rather have somebody already established. You know what I mean?
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
But he can throw that pass. Like, what the hell?
Right
on the run.
Job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, my God.
It's an interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Faking the give, Darnold.
There's no fucking way he has all this time to run that shit. Like, come on, man. I ain't never seen that fucking play even have a chance to get out.
Through the air. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Pettis now on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. They go play action here on first down. That ball caught by Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 42 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close. Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off. Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Xavier McKinney. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So it's third and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here's
He threw the
another
fucking ball so
interception.
fucking late.
Jeremy
So
Chin
short.
picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception.
Somebody who ain't no better, bro. I think Daniel Jones, I think his throw power is an 88 and my backup is like an 87, bro. Oh my God. Martinez, come on.
But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
I didn't think it was anyway. The way the dude came back to it, you could tell. But shit, Martinez, that shit go right past his head. Yeah, man, I just don't know. And I guess because I'm not used to playing with him.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
You know what I mean? Because I got the Giants in another league, and when we first started, I didn't play with him. I ended up picking up somebody. Somebody was in free agency that I was able to get somehow. I forgot who it was, but Saints released Jameis, and I went with Jameis. His was at least like a 91, I think.
On first down, it's Darnold. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead.
Robbie Anderson, what, 94 speed?
He's still taking shots like that downfield.
Yeah. That linebacker speed is fast, but he ain't that fast. He's only, I think he's like an 89.
Taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. A first down throw, Darnold. And
oh my God!
Damn, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they are going to score again.
This nigga went right behind a block that was already there. What the hell?
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Flush to his right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 1st down, Barkley.
Oh,
man.
The
40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, throw the freaking ball, Daniel Jones.
And that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off play action. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Now Jones.
Oh, why are you trying to go up on him, Tony? It's not even a play.
See if we can get something to
underneath.
Go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but
trying
not
to
much
get
has
more
worked
like
for
a
them
ball
throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Second down and goal. Jones. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. This time, the extra point up and go. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.